Welcome back, folks. We're so glad you could join us. Chad, are you okay? You're holding your chest. What's going on?
I hope it's a chicken, but now you just went, welcome back.
Oh, I scared you.
I scared the shit right out of me.
Because it was so quiet a second ago when we were streaming Warbringer.
Just hearing nothing. It was just like a little ditty. You know, it's just...
Normally we'd go to Grego, but Grego decided not to be here today because, for whatever reason.
I think he got
because he's sick. He got sick today.
He's
sick today.
He got the Percival syndrome.
He does.
He must have got when you were coming.
No, Grego knows what he did.
Oh
God damn! I'm intrigued. I gotta know what the fuck this is.
We still don't know.
I do too.
I told him you're number 2, but we still don't know.
We did on the last episode. I'm sure you know because I'm sure you listened to all of the riveting 4 hours that were on the air every day or every week. We told him that you were looking for him or that he was next on the chopping block based on some rumors that we had heard around the studio. And
I ran into you last week. I never, and that was just crazy. You go, I ran into your buddy, man. I was like, who's my buddy? Fat hairy bitch. And I went, what the fuck, really?
So apparently you know his famous nickname.
Yeah.
Which is...
Have I said that on the air?
I think you have, yes.
Huh.
You've said it a few times.
Oh.
You call him that to his face.
Well, that's a love name. Fat hairy bitch. I'm just not used to hearing someone else say it, so.
Well, normally when Fat Hairy Bitch is here, he handles the News of the Weird segment that would normally be happening right now. But, we have been talking about doing this hobby of ours of creating the Big Book of True Metal.
Sure.
Wherein we add to a list that we're calling a book, because that's how we write, a list of heavy metal songs. And then we're going to eat the cover of that book.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's what we do around here.
This list will consist, eventually, of 666 completely random number.
That's such a random number. It's amazing you came to that, Dave.
Yeah, and that'll be our limit, a hard limit. Hard limit.
I think that's just too much after that, but not enough until you get there.
And feel free to let us know what songs you would like to put on there. But for right now, we're just we're putting the basic baseline
You're
songs.
Right. We're getting to 79, and then from there, everybody can just tag into any before, after, but I think you got to set it up to 1979 because that tells a story of
We're not
metal.
even really into the metal yet. This is just the...
Well, right now I think what we're into is I think we got up and we stopped at 75. I believe that's where we were.
All right. I don't know if you can see the preview monitor, but your computer is actually up on the screen and we can...
Let's pop it up right there. 1976. This is when we start getting fucking badass, folks. I'm serious. This is when we start getting into metal. I know it's kind of hard to think about it, but in 76, man, here's what I put up there, man. Think of Judas Priest, Sad Wings of Destiny, The Ripper.
Okay, that's valid.
That's valid, man. I mean, it's not like... Not the metal that we know of, but it barely has the meat and potatoes. It takes it a little extra step.
This is the level that inspired the people just before the metal that you're hearing today.
Correct.
This is the predecessor to the predecessor. The grandfather. Right. These are the grandfathers.
It's the good goddamn granddaddies. Not the crawdaddies. A little bit different, right?
But then you had Rush, 2112.
Okay.
Now, I know...
everything on that album. I don't know how you pick one song on 2112.
You don't.
Great album.
And I understand people go, oh, what about Signals? And you're like, okay,
fuck yeah,
dickhead.
What about Signals?
I like Signals, too. It may not be as... It's more progressive. It's more radio. It's more this and that.
Signals wasn't 76, though.
No, God, no. No, Signals was 80s, was after Moving Pictures. You know, you're talking like 82, 83, right around in there. But 2112 is 1976, dude. And think about that entire album. It's
for what existed in progressive rock and roll at the time. This is groundbreaking. That is the correct word to use. Yeah,
it is groundbreaking, but I don't know if you could actually call that metal.
Now that's been a debate for a long time.
Correct.
Back in '76, they thought that they weren't trying to be metal, but they were part of a discussion in the world.
I think you could call them as the roots of or the ground of, but I don't think you can actually if you're doing the big book of metal. I don't think you can do that as a metal tune.
Well,
per se.
it's a good thing you weren't here
I'm
last.
I'm glad you're saying that because the songs that I put up there, you would absolutely go, "What the fuck have you been drinking?" And it's like, we had Chicago up there in 1972. You know,
Yeah.
25-6-4. You have certain
Absolutely not metal.
absolutely not metal, but they're like groundwork.
And it belongs.
you know?
It belongs in the big book because it is part of what makes metal metal.
It's the
very
foundation. It's the
influential.
prologue, if
Right.
you
Correct.
will.
And that's why that's why we had the 1968 to 1979. You didn't really have metal.
And I'm
there
glad-
was not metal. It's what made that next jump go from here to there.
That's
and
why it's so
it's
important to
songs
keep
that
it
I
in there.
feel like that made that jump that helped, cats like me that made me go, my interpretation of listening to that stuff, because I started playing at a young age, and it was my interpretation of that, and I, all the cats like, Mustaine and all the cats that came later like Ian and everybody else.
I want to address something too. This show is called the True Metal Radio Show. The true metal part of this, the word true metal is an elitist kind of term, and
Sure.
we chose it intentionally because it causes metal fans to go,
Stir.
yeah, who the fuck do you think you are? You some
Yeah.
kind of gatekeeper, you arrogant prick. And the
And
reality
to that
is,
we go, yes.
Well, then in that case, I think you definitely have to say, do you have Jethro Tull Aqualung up
You're
there?
goddamn right we do.
All right.
There
in
it
that
is.
case, yes, I can see the progression that you're doing.
Yes.
Percival understands.
First of all, I get it. I wish if we backed up here, you would see all of it. And you
Can
know what?
back it up? Can
You
you?
want to back it up? You want to talk?
Yeah.
I mean, why not? We got
He's
the
a
segment.
smart
Well,
to
just
do.
to show them that it's on the list.
Smart person.
Because
Let's
it's
go for this.
it's
Let's
before
just
it's
go like
74,
this.
75.
So let's go back.
Yep,
to
there
here.
it is. There it is.
So we started
Aqualung.
off with Iron Butterflies, Inagata
71.
Davida,
Jesus.
and then we went into obviously in a couple Led Zeppelins. We left off the book obviously the first 4 albums of Black Sabbath because just about everything they did, good goddamn, was Granddaddy's.
Yeah.
But we had Uriah Heep on there. Of course, we finally put 1972 Volume 4 from them. Deep Purple, obviously, we've always said, as a jam band, they did have Machine Head that just, groundbreaking stuff. You got Kiss that, I know they're not metal, but as you keep going through here, you see the progressiveness. And one of my favorite bands of all time, because I'm such a Ritchie Blackmore fan, and they were such a big badass, was obviously Rainbow. What a great fucking album. Who sung vocals on that? Who did the vocals on that?
Are you talking about Ronnie James Dio?
You're goddamn right I am.
I thought you might be talking about Ronnie James Dio.
You're right. You're goddamn right I am.
I'll play some Ronnie James Dio.
Please
music.
do it.
Please do. That'd be
Ronnie
great.
James Dio.
Oh, there it is.
You're talking about Ronnie James Dio.
This is
Talking about
nice.
Ronnie James
I like
Dio.
this.
Played Ronnie James Dio.
Very soft.
Don't fuck with me, Dave.
What? I don't have.
Don't
have.
say I'm going to play some Ronnie James Dio and not do it.
No, that's the bed music when we talk about Ronnie James.
Okay. All right. So anywho, so we'll go through this and just kind of get to what, so we can sit here and go, you know what? So presents, obviously Led Zeppelin.
You don't have to go through the whole list. We just backed
We're
it up a little
almost
bit.
there. No, we're back off it. We're in 76. We're going to go through to 79. So when we start next week, we're hitting the fucking 80s. And this is when I want people to start just piling it all in.
All the crap we'll never play on the show, but we actually do play the older stuff like that.
Yeah, we do. I mean, Detroit Rock City. What a great rock song.
Oh,
right?
fabulous, yeah.
Hard rock, great album. Destroyer, Presence, Achilles' Last Stand. What a great song. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's, like we say, it's not modern metal, but it's the groundwork that we have. And then there's, my God, you start getting into the fucking AC/DC. And I know Dave fucking hates AC/DC.
I don't
but,
hate them.
But I want
don't
to tell
hate
you
'em.
what.
And also, after years of you shoving that down my ear holes, I've started to like them.
No.
Yeah, a few of the songs, yes.
Dude, I'm
I
going to tell
like
you.
Big Balls. I think that's a funny song. It's
Dude,
funny.
I'm going to tell you what.
know.
I think my favorite in 78, my favorite AC/DC album of all time was Power Age. And it is such a beautiful, jamming, hard-hitting motherfucking blues rock.
I think you've spelled that funny.
What's that?
Power Ridge. Just letting you know.
What we pop about, baby?
If you said Thunderstruck, I'd be angry at you right now.
then you know what? It's an XL. I can change it.
It'll be fixed.
I'm gonna leave it the fuck there.
Oh, great! Just to fuck with me.
You know, just because I know it's
don't
gonna
have
annoy the
OCD
shit
or
out of
anything.
you.
I don't have fucking OCD or anything, so that won't bother me at all.
Now I tell you what, in '77 I put the Saints of Chiron, man, the Charon, and the Scorpions, and I know that's very hard if you're used to hearing something from Blackout
Nisi,
and
in Twitch. Nisi says, "What the fuck?" I think that might actually be Grego talking about us.
It could be, you know. So, you know, I think one of the good things about this is that we're starting to get into stained class when you're getting around into this album right here. And let's just back it into the year so we can get the fuck off of this, Dave. Right here. There it is, 79. Let's just go ahead and say it. Motorhead. Overkill.
Nisi, are you Grego or are you just Nisi saying what the fuck about some terrible thing we said? Oh, you know what it was? I know what the fuck was.
What's that?
It was okay. It was some shit you were doing.
I was doing what?
Something inappropriate that you shouldn't have been doing. That I said that you're not allowed to do.
That I'm not allowed to do?
I'm not going to say it because I think even saying it's offensive.
You're shitting me.
I'm not. I wouldn't shit you. You're my favorite turd.
Dave. Goddamn, I swear I love
Well,
you.
Nisi's not responding now. I'm pretty sure Nisi's left the channel, probably deleted Twitch. So
was it? How bad was it? I mean, I got the boss man here, so it couldn't have been that goddamn bad.
Oh, I'm making notes.
yeah, he is taking notes over here.
Taking notes and taking names.
Pretty much just Chad and Kevin.
Yeah, Chad and Kevin.
You
That's
are
the
still
answer.
my favorite Percy.
Okay, Kevin, you need to zip your lips and know
This
your
is-
place.
He's the guy at the
that
end of
was
the
genuine.
bar, right?
You are fortunate that Percival is as cool as he is. He knew that there was going to be some drinking in the show. He's not dumb. He's been here before.
So we get to 79, guys. So for the big book of business, right? That's what we're talking about here. Let's go ahead and get some good shit going on. Start putting this stuff up there. I want to hear some comments, man. Let's get some metal.
How cool do you have to be to come up with an album called Overkill and then a band immediately comes out called Overkill?
Well,
And a successful badass band comes
that
out.
just shows that wasn't supposed to be that big when that comes out, right? And then all of a sudden it does.
Lemmy Kilmister is a phenomenal musician, just a stand-up musician. He's not like a overly technical, progressive metal player. What he is a passionate guy that with an incredible aura. When he gets up on stage and performs, people go nuts. It's just because the energy of what he puts into his music and what he puts into his performance. He's a pro.
He did have a super band too, so that's not,
That's true.
I mean-
well, aside from the, perhaps a little touch of, amphetamines, little bit of cocaine, a little bit. Maybe named his band in a way that would let you know that that's happening, but they grew into it. He grew into it and grew way past that. Did you remember that event where Metallica was, I think, inducting him into the Hall of Fame, and they were going to play a song, and he joined them for that song.
Dude, that was about 4 years ago when we watched that. It was a while back.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, and he basically called them out in the rehearsals. He
Yeah,
showed up to
he did.
rehearse, and they did not play it perfectly. And he was like, "How long have you been playing music? You don't know. You couldn't.
you
It didn't take
guys-
5 minutes to learn this song."
That's all it takes me.
Anyway,
You know what? We're gonna get some more letters from their lawyers. Thanks,
absolutely
Dave.
will.
You know, this is
Metallica will not leave. It's not Metallica. They have no idea we
Yeah,
exist.
they don't even know who the fuck
they
we
have
are.
an army of lawyers that
Correct.
is so big that even small little nobody radio stations get letters for saying shit, for talking shit.
and he's calling your station little. Isn't that nice?
I'm taking notes.
I know. Good. I mean,
I was not on the list until just now. Is that
Pretty much, yeah. You're doing good.
great? Great. Well, hey guys, we're all going to be homeless
I'm just-
together.
I'm just making sure mine gets down further on the list. That's,
You don't have to run fast to get away from the bear. You just got to not be the slowest.
that's correct. You know, that's all there is to it. And thankfully, I got this one to throw in front of me right now.
There you go.
And not too tough.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
You can catch the True Metal Radio Show live and uncensored on Twitch Fridays at 8:30 p.m. Central.
Or not.
Or not. Coming up, we'll play a life-affirming game of True Metal Trivia. But first, a very special message from our good friends, Pestilence. Pestilence has come out with a new album. They've been gone and quiet for, 20-something years,
Well,
I'm
it's the
guessing.
end of time, so it's time for Pestilence.
It is. It is an appropriate time. This came out June of this year.
June of this month.
I would tell you, I was going to say June of this month. I would tell you the name of the song and the album if I could pronounce it.
I don't. It's got an upside down Batman logo, a sickle, A backwards, if that's possible. All
This
kinds of
is
stuff.
Upside Down Batman logo by Pestilence.
Fantastic.
Rock Radio.
Parasitic, parasitical, idiot, the